What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and yes, it is finally happening. After all of my time playing Dungeons and Dragons, for the first time ever, I'm going to get to play a rogue in a campaign. I've tried a couple times. Some games kind of were set up, they didn't happen, or I started playing, and then the DM pulled a switcheroo on me, and I was actually playing an older character. So, for the first time ever, something that a lot of you who've been with the channel for a while know this is something that I've wanted to do. So, some interesting stuff going along with this. But one, as this campaign is going to start next Tuesday, and it's going to be live streamed here on the channel. So, if you've been interested in seeing me play a rogue character for however long, that's one thing that may interest you. Another thing is I'm going to be using only playtest material to play my character. So I'm using the character origins Unearthed Arcana for my background, first level feats, as well as my race. I'm going to be playing a human. I wanted to give that a try. And I'm going to be using the new expert classes Unearthed Arcana to develop my character. So I'll be playing a rogue, so I'll obviously be playing a thief rogue because I don't have any other option from that book or that document. So I'm going to be playing that. So for the first time in the history of at least the one D&D playtest, and honestly in a lot of it for quite a while, I'm going to legitimately be able to provide actual playtest feedback. So coming up on, again, the 11th of October at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on this channel, I will be live streaming the campaign. I get to be a player. Celine was one of my normal players, is going to be the DM. So you're going to get not only a chance to see me play a rogue, but also get to see me play test this new material. And interestingly enough, our party is only 3 players, and it's going to be comprised of a ranger, a fighter, and me being the rogue. So one, we're not going to have any of the concept of outshadowing via spellcasting, other than the minimal spellcasting that the ranger will have. But the fighter is going to be a battle master fighter, and they are playing with basically just the base rules and the updated Tasha's Cauldron stuff. The ranger is going to be playing my personal homebrew fix of the 5e ranger. So we're going to kind of look at all 3. So this will be really interesting to see how backwards compatible 1D&D truly is, power creep wise and what have you, to see how I'm going to be playing in what I feel like was a good fix to fix the ranger. And I'll have links in the description if you want to see my ranger fix. And then again, a base battle master fighter, and me as the new version of the thief rogue. So we'll be able to kind of get an idea of what's going on in comparison there. Another thing that's also maybe of interest to you is the campaign is going to be called Freaks and Greeks is the name of the campaign, and it is Greek mythology based. So if you are fans of Greek mythology or anything of that nature, this may also have interest for you. So not too much has been revealed to us as players, but basically what we understand and what we've kind of had conversations with the DM is that what you kind of know of Greek mythology is happening here. It's not a homebrew setting. It is going to truly be Greece. So like Athens, Thebes, all these places will be there. I don't know where we are in the timeline of ancient Greece. Are we more towards the Roman taking over? I don't know, but characters and names and things that you'll recognize from Grecian, Greek mythology, Zeus, Hera, Hermes, Hercules, those kind of names exist. Other than, like, I don't know where we fit in the grand scheme of this. Our characters are just adventurers. There's no demigod nature, at least that we're aware of. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go, because I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology myself. So yeah, again, real quick recap. I'm going to get to play a rogue finally, so you'll get to witness that. It'll be live streamed every Tuesday night here on this channel with VOD, with breaks and stuff cut out, uploaded to our secondary gameplay channel, Nerd Immersion Plays, which if you haven't checked that out and you like D&D gameplay, maybe do that. And then it'll also be me playtesting the new 1D&D rules, so at least 2 full sessions in before the survey goes live on the 20th of October. So we'll actually have legitimate playtest feedback to provide, which I'm excited about. We'll also be testing out some of the new rules, the new inspiration mechanics, and things of that nature, as well as the new conditions. So that's pretty awesome. And then again, we'll also get to see it stack up with existing 5e rules and 1D&D rules, and see if it does seem backwards compatible as they're touting it to be. And it's also Greek mythology based. So anyway, I thought I would just real quick end this short video here, just showing you what I've kind of done with the character. We rolled for stats. I rolled very, very well, as I'm sure you can see. We are starting at level 3, which is pretty exciting because we're going to be starting with our subclasses. And then because we're following the one D&D rule set, that means your background now provides you a feat, and as I am playing the human from the one D&D background, I also get another feat. Now, I haven't finished filling this out completely. The other downside is, as someone who has kind of gone full tilt into D&D Beyond, this is kind of a bummer. Again, it says D&D Beyond on the sheet because I like their export sheet a little bit better than the base down form fillable one that you can get. But unfortunately, yeah, because of the restructuring of the way subclass abilities and things and where they fall, I can't actually use D&D Beyond to any real degree of effectiveness. So I have to go old school and go back to pen and paper. So again, here's just a little bit about my character. Again, you can see my ability scores are pretty solid. One thing that I really like is because I could have gone really crazy with this, because I have 4 skill proficiencies from a rogue, 2 from my background, 1 from being a human, and then also because the human is allowed to take the background, and then human also gives you a feat, and one of the first level feats is skilled, so I took skilled as one of my feats and added 3 more skill proficiencies to that list. And now that skilled is repeatable, if I wanted to, I could have taken skilled again and gotten 3 more skill proficiencies in here. But I think between the dynamics of the party and whatnot, I think this, whatever this is, 10 skill proficiencies, the ones that have E there are the ones that I happen to have expertise in as a rogue. So, again, I'm very excited to give this character a try. I'm going very much for, if you've ever watched Xena and Hercules growing up, I'm going for an Autolycus. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Campbell. I'm sure most of you know that. If you don't, there's a signed picture behind that power sword of me and Bruce Campbell. Being completely frank, that's the reason my one son's name is Bruce. So that character was a character, that's how I first knew about Bruce Campbell. So this character is heavily inspired by Bruce Campbell's character in those series, Autolycus, the self-proclaimed king of thieves. So that's what this character is all about, sneaking around, thieving, things of that nature. So I'm very excited to give this character a try. I hope we get to high enough levels where I'll get to do the cool things with magic items and scrolls and whatnot. That would be pretty neat. But yeah, all in all, and as my secondary feat, I should say, for human, I took skilled, and then I also took lucky, because I'm curious to try out the new version of lucky, where it just gives you advantage on the roll, and playing a rogue, that'll be a way for me to auto give myself sneak attack if I don't have it otherwise. But I am curious, nothing is locked in and official here. Again, these are the languages and things I took. I took Disguise Kit and Thieves Tools, again, building on the character concept. And I also it was fun to be able to take, between my background and my starting class, 160 gold pieces and divvy it up to figure out what I was going to take with me, which was nice. I was able to get started with studded leather armor, a bow, things of that nature. Pretty cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What would you change? Do you think that skilled and lucky are a good combo? I was thinking possibly tough, but with an 18 starting constitution, I don't know that it's necessary. And I'll also take an opportunity to say, I don't have a good idea for a name. So anybody wants to leave name suggestions, again, it's Greek mythology based, so think about the time frame as far as names go. And I don't know. We'll see what comes up. Obviously, if a lot of people like your comment with the names, it'll come to the top, and then maybe I'll run a YouTube poll to see what we think my character's name should be. So feel free to throw out any suggestions or other ideas, concepts, and things in the comments down below. I hope to see you in game next week, and I look forward to using this playtest feedback to actually provide information of use when the survey comes out on the 20th. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.